Yeah, the documentary is called The Skyway Bridge Disaster, and one of the filmmakers played a large role in the real-life drama that unfolded right after the Summit Venture hit the bridge. It happened nearly 40 years ago, but the Skyway Bridge tragedy that killed 35 people also followed the harbor pilot who was guiding the freighter that hit the bridge.
Told me a couple of times he wished he'd been one of the people that died that day, which is, it's just hard. That's hard to hear. It's hard to hear from somebody you love, and I actually loved him. So it was hard. We became like brothers.
Noted Tampa lawyer Steve Yerrid represented harbor pilot John Laro. Initially, people said he was drunk or incompetent. Yerrid says there were threats against Laro and against him.
And the death threats and just not knowing what's going to happen, whether they were real or not.
What Yerrid came to know was the weather, the freak storm that descended on the area the morning of May 9th, 1980, just minutes before the Summit Venture hit the bridge. He says people have approached him numerous times about making a film on the Skyway tragedy, but recently decided to make the film himself, along with partner Frankie Vanderbo, who says many weren't around back then.
And kids also who did not realize, the accident ever occurred, or that the old bridge, how unsafe it was.
They say the film will include never-before-heard-from rescue divers who dove down to the bus and the cars trying to rescue people, and how the tragedy served to make subsequent bridges more safe. 35 died, but the filmmakers say harbor pilot John Laro could be called the 36th victim. With Yerrid's help, he was exonerated, but could never forget what happened even years after.
He was a client. He was me. And at the end, we were brothers.
Captain John Laro died of MS back in 2002. This new documentary, The Skyway Bridge Tragedy, premieres September 14th at Tampa Theater, with proceeds benefiting the theater and pediatric cancer research. Live in the studio, Lloyd Sowers, Fox 13 News.